that session like once a month. We'd like to do it more often, but my schedule is what it is. And this gentleman here, he has a schedule of his own. You've been buzzing online, man. You stay in the mix of things, man. What's going on with you?
Yo, man, I'm trying to make this shit pay me some money, man. Partner language partners. I'm trying to make it pay me some money, you heard?
Right. So you back monetized again?
Yeah, on the on the Zip with the Drip and Pit Cat channel, the other channel, I gotta reapply. I heard they don't never give nobody their money back when you
Yeah.
reapply anyway.
Okay, so you launched another channel on YouTube?
Now look, the first
Yeah.
channel with the Drip channel,
Yeah.
they demonetized that channel. So I started the next channel. I already had the channel, but I just had to start going live on that channel and got
All
it
right.
monetized. So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So how the momentum going on the new channel?
I mean, it's going. It's going.
No doubt. It's a lot going on, man. Today it was announcdo that John Amos passed away, but some of my followers went and hit the
Yo,
Wikipedia. They
I mean,
said that he,
excuse me.
huh?
What do that man, like when you think of that man, right? That's the father from Good Times, right?
Good times, right?
All right, boom. So now you see how I just said that's the father from Good Times, right?
Yeah,
That's Kunta Kinte, you heard?
yeah. They said that's who Kunta was as an adult. I didn't watch all the Roots. I probably watched a good part of it, but I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
see all of
Kunta
them.
Kinte when he got his foot cut off. That's the one that's the one that kept running. That's
Wow,
Kunta Kinte, you heard?
no doubt.
So check it, right? Like that whole movie, I remember the Toby scene, like when he was trying to make him say his name was
Yeah,
Toby. I
yeah,
was saying his name was Kunta. He beat him into that though. He submitted after a while.
right.
But I remember the part where he told her when he was about to marry old girl.
I remember that.
Remember what he told her in that? I don't remember all of that. I just remember him telling her, I ain't gonna eat no hog, you heard?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's my word.
Yeah,
That's all I. He
yeah,
said, yo, I ain't gonna eat no hog. I don't remember nothing James Evans ever said in my life. You heard?
yeah.
I watched mad of those. I don't
Right,
remember. You heard?
right.
John Amos, he got me. I ain't eating no hog. That had me feeling like the Africans didn't eat no hog. You heard?
Right. Oh, it was several references to Allah and Islam and roots. It's the
See,
scene at the
I ain't
beginning.
get none of that. I don't remember none of that. I'm little. I'm little when I just remember him telling his wife, I ain't
Right.
gonna eat no hog. You heard?
It's a scene on there when a child is birthed. I can't remember whose child it was, but they held the baby up to the heavens. And they was like, "May Allah bless you and bear witness that this is the only thing greater than you," or something of that nature.
Nighttime. It was like at nighttime.
Yeah, it was
I think
nighttime
I
and shit.
remember that part now that you saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, my mom always referred to that scene and shit, throughout my childhood and shit. But yeah, it was several scenes that they let it be known that Islam was present, you know what I'm saying, as far as the slaves coming from Africa. So with me, James Evans, man, he was a big dude, man, big husky looking nigga, man. I always associated him with strength. He just always looked like a big, powerful man and shit, right? Of course, my first encounter, first knowledge of him was James Evans on Good Times. He held that family down. It was several scenes on there when the gangster shit, like when the gang members was trying to press JJ, he
See,
was stepped.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't like. I don't remember. I remember different strokes more than I remember
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? I
good
don't really
times, man. Good times,
think
man.
that
He
was
was
like a little bit before. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time I came out, it was like it was over. Like I seen him. I
right.
seen reruns and all of that. But by
Yeah,
the time I remember TV, Good Times was done. I think. You know what I'm saying?
it was. I was real little when Good Times was popping, but I think it was on this cable channel called WTBS that was on cable back in the day. This was the same channel that the Atlanta Hawks used to play on, but they used to run old Good Times episodes, and it was a episode where the Good Times was filmed in the
Greeny
perspective
Green.
of Cabrini Green Projects, which had a gang problem, and they was pressing JJ and shit, and them niggas
I
came to.
remember that. And
Think
them
the dude
hall
name was Mad
hallways,
Dog.
hallways, and all of that.
Yeah. It was
That
some
ain't no
gangster shit
set.
with stabbings on there and everything. They
That
made
ain't
it
no
real.
set. Them hallways
Was
was
for
real. Them
real.
hallways. I seen another documentary of that years later. Them
Yeah.
hallways was like that for real.
Yeah, the elevators and everything. They made it really
What?
authentic, right? And it was this gang member. I think his name was Mad Dog. He came to the crib and he was talking real rough to Florida, and like he came like they was trying to recruit JJ, but James Evans told him, "Nigga, I'm the only motherfucker run this house up in here. Like you might run the streets and all of that, but up in here and shit, I'm the man up in this motherfucker." So I remember that. I remember that. I remember him telling JJ, "Man, I put my foot in your ass." It was strength. It was 100% strength. And I know from scandals that was revealed later on, the reason why he left Good Times, because they ultimately killed his character off, was because he had a problem with them projecting JJ as a silly ass, dumbass nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? He had a problem with
He
the
kind of was
script.
like one of the like black like he was like a real life blackface character. If you think big lips,
Exactly,
I'm saying
exactly,
like a
exactly.
buffoon type nigga. I'm
A
saying
buffoon, like a motherfucker, right? And you know, America was in love with that character. He ultimately that character kind of like took over the show.
when you see black,
Dynamite.
like they draw one of them cartoons with the black face and all, it's gonna look like J.J. Evans.
Absolutely, absolutely. That character that you talking about used to be on, I think Tom and Jerry, or
Yeah,
yeah, I
anywhere
think
you see that little funny, that should look just like him.
look just like JJ. But they killed his character off because he had a problem with the way that they was writing the script. Like he was on some black shit, man. He was like, "Man, I ain't with this shit. This ain't nothing that we need to be projecting, you know, to the world and shit." Like he had a problem with the Amos and Andy type of script that they had going on. So they killed his character off because of that. And I always remember hearing that about him. Now, after that, one of my favorite movies of all time was Let's Do It Again. And he played a gangster in Let's Do It Again named Kansas City Mac. You remember that?
Nah,
Oh man, if you ain't
nah.
never seen this film, man, you gotta watch this shit tonight
What's the name
when you
of
get
it?
up off here. Man, this is one of the dopest films, one of the dopest movies ever. The
Old
original
school
Biggie,
joint.
yeah, the
It's better
original
than
Biggie
the Mac.
Smalls
It's
was in
better
this
than the Mac.
movie. Huh?
It's better than the Mac.
I think so. Yeah, it was star studded.
Grandma made us watch the Mac. Grandma made us watch the Mac,
The
Superfly, all
Mac
that.
was the Mac was kind of like real. That was real shit that was going on in Oakland at the time. That script was written by some pimps, or some pimps had a hand in that, called the Ward Brothers and shit, right? But that was Oakland in that period of time. But this movie called Let's Do It Again, it was I believe the scene was New Orleans and shit. And Sidney Poitier is in this joint, Bill Cosby is in this joint. Um Calvin Lockhart is in this joint, and Calvin Lockhart is the original Biggie Smalls. That name, Biggie Smalls, come from this fucking movie, and it was a gangster
That's
movie,
why
but
he
it
couldn't
was comedy,
use it
huh?
because of that movie.
Huh?
That's why Big couldn't use the name Biggie Smalls. He
I
had to
think it was something else, but it could have been that too. But everybody that's seen this movie know who the original Biggie Smalls is. It's from this movie, and he killed it. These niggas was rocking that shit, big hats, big Cadillacs. The wardrobe was flawless, man.
I got it right.
And
Right here. I got it right here. I got it.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
I
That's
see.
it. And JJ is in that movie. He
I
one of
see.
the lead characters. His name is Bootney Farnsworth. You gotta watch that tonight, man. And we gonna get on here later in the week and get some feedback with you about that movie, man. That you gotta see that.
Yo, how you feel about my man Mutombo passing, man, in the Lalawi in the LA Rajion,
I'm gonna
man?
tell you, it really touched me, man, because
I felt like I
anybody that grew up with me, all my friends, they still to this day talk to me about how much of an extremist I was with Georgetown. Me and you done had our private conversations, and you
you
know I'm
one of
on some
the nicest
black
big
shit.
men to come out of there.
You know I'm on some black shit, right? Right. So that was imposed upon me from my grandmother and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we all watched Doug Williams when he was in the Super Bowl, the first black quarterback that would have. My whole family was in there watching that shit. But anyway, Georgetown was imposed on me as a shorty, man. Like John Thompson was the coach.
But that's
When
local for you anyway, too, though. That's local for you, too, though.
it's just something I totally hold it dear to me. I do. Like, I love the Hoyas, man. Like, anybody that's my age that grew up in the early 80s, you
I,
already know. You already know. Can you hear me? Yeah, you already know what that Georgetown starter jacket was. You already know
that
about
was
that.
fire. I ain't gonna lie. That the
Yeah,
Georgetown, either color. If you had the gray one or the blue one, you was good
the
money.
gray one or the blue. They even had a white one later on and
That's
shit.
a fact. The Georgetown starter was like a hit.
The shit, hands down. So, like I said, that shit was imposed on me, man. Like watching Georgetown in the 80s, the
That joint was
basketball players.
like the Oakland one. That joint in the Oakland one,
Yeah,
they were
that's
running
that's
that
another
heavy
classic joint. That's another classic joint. I got something to say about Oakland
Pittsburgh
before we get
Steelers, the
off there too.
Pittsburgh Steelers, the Oakland, and the Georgetown starters.
And the
Those was like
Raiders because of NWA.
Raiders. That's what I'm saying. The Raiders, because the NWA had us one those.
Yeah,
They had us one those.
Georgetown. When
But
you watch
Georgetown,
Georgetown back in the day,
yeah,
the
Georgetown
players
starters.
on Georgetown looked like the street hustlers that was standing on the corner, standing in the projects. These niggas had their waves to the side. You know what I'm saying? They had their waves to the side with the part. They was groomed like they had style. And by the time I was really on it, um, Mutombo and Alonzo Mourning was playing for Georgetown.
At the
This
same
is
time,
like hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is who came after Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying? After Ewing came
see,
Lonzo and
I didn't know they
Mutombo.
was there at the same time.
Yeah, man.
So
Hell yeah. This is like some of the best basketball ever. You know what I'm saying? They had some shit called Big Monday on Monday nights. Um,
the Big East.
the Big East. Man,
I
I used to
remember
be
that.
in front of the motherfucking TV. This is when Syracuse and Georgetown used to be on TV fighting and shit. Like Georgetown was just everything, man. All the way up until Iverson and Victor Page and them, but it was everything. Now,
I ain't gonna lie. What's the name was there? Was it Jeff Green?
yeah,
Jeff Green, Roy Hibbert and them. I was messing with them then.
all the way up to that. Jahidi White, Othello Harrington. It was the shit. It was the shit. It was America's black team and shit.
That's a fact.
And I remember Mutombo. I was a little bit young when Manute Bol was in the NBA. I was just a little bit young. I remember him playing, but I actually got to see Mutombo in the Big East blocking everybody's fucking shot,
Yeah, kind of like remember
dunking.
the whole career in basketball,
Huh?
except for college career. I don't really remember him in college. I didn't like college basketball then, but
Yeah,
NBA career, I
yeah.
kind of remember Tumble whole NBA career. That's why, like, early when I seen he died, it was like, damn, son.
Watched his whole career. Drafted by
His
the
whole,
Denver Nuggets. He was on Allen Iverson team in 2001 when they went to the
I
finals.
remember with the Hawks. I
The
remember him all
Hawks. Yeah,
play like he legendary. No, no, no.
yeah,
Who
yeah.
did? You
They
know what I'm
got the
saying? Obviously,
commercial when he
when he
telling Michael
smacked the
Jordan.
cereal, when he smacked that cereal in the supermarket, if you didn't laugh for that, you probably was a dead body. You know what I'm
He was
saying?
an
Son
infectious
tried to
figure.
shoot his cereal. You know how you be in the supermarket, he tried to shoot his cereal in the car, but Tumbo smacked it, busted open.
Yeah.
Wow, not too good. If you didn't laugh for that, you had to be
I
a
grew
dead.
up watching that shit, man. Like this is when I'm playing ball at the time too, so I'm in
My
love
son
with
was a
this shit.
superstar.
He was a superstar. He was
He's
a
the first
superstar.
African superstar, probably.
I would say that after Manute Bol had a element
But he
of
wasn't no
celebrity.
superstar. I don't remember him in no
Nah,
commercials and
not
all
like
that.
Mutombo. Nah, not
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 like
like
Mutombo.
Mutombo.
Mutombo was a
Mutombo had his
superstar,
own
bro.
sneaker.
Right, he had his own sneakers. He
Had
had
his own sneaker.
commercials, all of that.
Facts.
Not too
Facts.
dead. Like he's
So
the
it's just
new
one. He's
ball
just one of those people that we kind of like grew up with on TV and shit. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Watched him play his whole career, and I didn't know that he was sick. I didn't know that he was going through had a medical issue and shit, and he
Brain
passed
cancer.
away from brain cancer. 58 years old, and it just came out of the blue, and I'm like, damn, man, Tumbo gone and shit, man, and it's
He did a
almost
lot for
like,
his country too.
huh?
He did a lot for his country too.
Absolutely. I read off his a lot of his statistics in his bio in my previous live stream, and he was the first global ambassador of the NBA.
That's
So
what I'm
he
saying.
definitely
First superstar.
superseded.
Oh,
He definitely superseded Mutombo.
yeah, he was
Definitely.
the first like foreign superstar.
Facts.
Who
All
was a
facts.
superstar before him from foreign? Nobody. Drazen
Olajuwon.
Petrovic,
Olajuwon. Olajuwon. Olajuwon.
but he wasn't no superstar. He
Olajuwon
if
kind of like
Olajuwon
became
don't
a
win the chips, he never
superstar,
becomes.
in
You're
my
right.
opinion. He kind of like became a superstar to
Once he
us
won the chips,
in that era. But
right?
he had
So,
already been to the finals
but we
in
already
like
had
87,
Mutombos
88. Like he
by
was
the
he
time
was on the Twin
Olajuwon
Towers.
by
Huh?
the time Olajuwon won the chip, then we already had him Mutombos though.
This
This
is
shit is seeming like they came out before 9-5, homie.
Olajuwon's celebrity wasn't never gonna be that big in the Western Conference until Magic and them left. That's just what it is. Even though when he was a part of the Twin Towers, they beat LA one year when they had Ralph Sampson, but he still took like a second. He was like second string to Magic, um, Clyde the Glide. It was other players, the guards get all the star power. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say here. So
I'm saying this is what I'm
um,
saying. The Mutombos was out in '93. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I know that had to be at because 9-5, we got the sneakers with the Nikes with
okay,
the
yeah.
eyes.
The sneaker was out before they won that
You
championship.
understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
Dikembe Mutombo was popping before Olajuwon.
he
Olajuwon is even
was.
better than him.
You could say that. You could say
If
that.
if if, if
In
Olajuwon
our
don't win them chips,
generation. In
he
our
won
generation.
2 back to back. We gotta respect that man, right? But if
Yeah.
he don't win them 2 back to back, I don't think he get talked about the way he get
I'm
talked
gonna
about
tell you
because
something, right?
he was
And this
he
is
was like
true.
he
I
was an under
watched
the
those.
radar
I
player.
watched those finals. If he didn't have Mario Ellie and
All of them,
Robert Ory,
Steve Smith,
Robert,
Ori,
them
Sam
niggas was hitting
Cassell,
some big ass
they,
shots.
yeah, yeah,
Them
they
niggas
put
hit some
on. That's
big.
why
He
all of them
didn't win that shit.
he
He
ain't
didn't
win
win
that
that
dolo.
shit. The
He ain't
team
win
won
that
it.
dolo.
Nah, he didn't win that dolo. No.
Kenny
Hell
Smith was
no.
putting on. Um, Robert Ory was putting on.
Robert
Sam
Ory was
Cassell,
he
all
was
of them, they was
I think
putting
Ory
on.
was a rookie. He was young.
Yeah,
I think Sam Cassell. They
both
was
of them was
young.
rookies. I think both of them
Yeah, they was young. They came in
came
the
in
league doing
balling.
their thing. So yeah, man, the Mutombo thing. I know that the price on the sneaker is probably gonna shoot through the roof. I know a lot of people looking on StockX and shit like that, trying to get a pair of Mutombos. But a shout out to Adidas for recognizing him and giving him his roses, as a big man while he was living. He definitely had and they had a few colorways of that sneaker. So
That
that's
strap,
something that really
that
bothered
strap
me.
was legendary, son.
Facts,
That X
facts.
strap across the joints. Back then, niggas was wearing
Oh,
Malcolm X and
that's
all of
my
that.
favorite. That was 92, 93. That's my favorite basketball
I'm trying to
sneaker.
tell you, they had the
Them
Malcolm X shirt.
Air Raids, Tim Hardaway's. I keep a pair of them. Whenever they come out, I got to have them. I don't care where they at. I got to have them.
But I'm saying, how long you gonna beat around that maple tree though? How long you gonna beat around the maple tree? Karl Anthony Towns.
I was getting to that. That's
Yeah,
where I
well,
was
well, well,
going
let's
next.
get to
Because
that.
we talking
You want to
basketball.
beat
Hold
around the
on.
maple
Hold
tree.
on.
You want
Hold
to
on.
you act like it's a better
Listen,
starting
listen,
five
listen, listen.
in
I'm
the
taking
NBA than in New York.
inventory. I'm taking inventory and I'm paying attention to my homeboys from New York City who love the Knicks, right? I'm paying attention. I'm watching people.
You know
Um,
why we so quiet? Because we know what's about to happen. We gotta be quiet. We gotta be quiet. We can't
he
talk
gotta
talking
get
shit until the
busy
All-Star
though.
break.
He gotta get busy, man. One
Yo,
thing
hold
about them
on.
young niggas,
Don't act like it's big men in the league who could score the ball better than Karl Anthony Towns. There's none.
this is my problem with him. The nigga won the 3-point shootout. So he think he a goddamn guard at times. When he
Yeah.
need to get his ass in that paint and get busy. He's in
I
the East now. He got to deal with Joel Embiid. They in the same conference now and shit like so.
Kristaps.
That's gonna be a
Porzingis.
yeah. So I want if he's gonna come into New York and play as a big because they got shooters, they got niggas that can hit threes. Jalen hit
No,
the three.
no. You're not gonna switch up cat game in New York. No. I want
I
Cat
don't
to come
want
through.
him to come there shooting no
Yeah,
threes,
right.
man.
Pick and pop. Pick and pop with Jalen Brunson is gonna kill. You cannot stop
Now
him.
look, you
Cat
said
is
pick and pop.
unstoppable in the
When
NBA.
he run that pick and roll with him, he need to
Pick
take
and
his
pop,
ass
no pick and
to
roll.
that bucket
You don't
and
gotta run
dunk
the
the
pick and roll.
ball. He need to dunk the ball, man.
We ain't pick and roll. We gonna pick and roll some pick and pop. Cat hit the jump shot. You see, they just
Man,
moving in a little bit.
nah,
18 feet.
man. He
You
don't need
buck.
to be doing that.
Hey,
He don't
listen,
need to be doing
yo,
that.
listen. I think if I ain't mistaken, Cat got at least 2 or 3 games in the NBA where he scored 50 points.
Yeah, he had some 50-point games.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
He put up 60 one time, but he put up 50 at least 3 times, bro. The big men in the league don't eat like that, bro.
We don't need him shooting no threes, man. When you got a big man that's getting busy in the paint, it
I
break a
got
team spirit. It
Mikal
break a
Bridges
team
rolling to the
spirit.
basket, man. I'm
Huh?
good on that. I got Mikal Bridges could roll to the basket. I got all kinds of niggas could roll to the basket in New York. I need Cat to be Cat. Do what you do. Now you don't got a spacing problem now.
He
You
need
don't
to
got
get
a
his
space.
ass in that paint, man. You
Of
hear
course,
me?
if
When
I
you
was
when you
Tibbs,
got a big
if I
man,
was Tibbs, I would tell him I need at least 10 layups.
yeah,
I
that's
need
what I'm
at
talking
least
about.
10
High
layups.
field goal percentage. When you
I
do some
yeah.
shit like that, you break a team spirit. You get niggas in foul trouble and shit like that.
But I'm gonna
He
tell a nigga
need to
you
do
can do
that.
that because he's a good rebounder. Yo,
Get
nigga,
your ass in that paint and get busy.
he's a great rebounder.
Get your
Cat,
ass in that paint
he
and
on
get
the
busy.
rebounding tip.
So look, right?
This made the Knicks the best team in the league, bro.
They showed the rankings on based on percentages who's favored to win. That his trade boosted the Knicks up to like number 3. That's some
Yo,
crazy
bro,
shit, right?
listen, this is what I'm saying, right? The Celtics got to be the favorite
Yeah.
because they won it, right? They got to be the
And they
favorite.
deep. They deep. They
You see,
deep.
they deep, but they bench. They bench. You don't really think about they bench too often. It's them 5 niggas that's coming out getting busy. Holiday, Tatum, Brown,
Pritchard, white boy.
Porzingis.
Yeah.
Them white boys coming off the bench, they cool, but you ain't really thinking about them niggas. You think that starting 5 and Derek White. That's who you thinking about. Them is the niggas on Boston who you
I
playing
think they
for.
go a little bit deeper than Derek White. Let's say they go 7 deep. 5 starters and 2 people off the
That's
bench.
that's that, 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 that that's basically your starting 5 though. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta have 2 niggas to get them niggas some rest.
Right.
But I'm saying the Knicks starting 5, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Cat.
Based on
And
last year's
Cat.
playoff run, I'm looking forward to watching a lot of Knicks on TV.
Yo,
I'm
so
looking
listen,
forward
Cat
to it.
Cat just wowed the Joker up. We ain't gonna act like the Cat ain't just get
He
that nigga
had help.
up.
He had help. He
He ain't got
had Gobert.
what
He
Jalen
had
Brunson ain't
Gobert
help.
and he had another nigga. But they
Jalen
got in his ass. They got
Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson ain't got help.
I'm talking about you said that they just wowed the Joker up. It was 3 of them. It was Cat, it was Gobert, and there was another nigga that was pretty long, had
Nas
long ass
Reed,
arms. They was
Nas
swarming
Reed,
the fuck out of him.
the
They was
Nas
swarming
Reed
his
nigga.
ass. Huh?
It wasn't Gobert. He was wilding Gobert, but he called Gobert out. He was mixing Gobert. It wasn't Gobert at all. Gobert is trash.
It was another dude that was
They was
kind of
making
long
Gobert
too.
look like on purpose. You the defensive player of the year. Watch how we do you. That's what they was doing to that nigga. That
Yeah,
whole
they was
shit.
fucking him
They
up. They
violated
fucking
that
him
nigga.
up.
He's
I
trash.
think he was real fucked up about he's no scoring threat at all. Like he wasn't getting no buckets, man.
What I'm saying, right?
If he don't dunk the
Josh
ball,
Hart.
man,
This is
he
what
ain't
I'm
no
saying.
threat.
Josh Hart is a rebounding guard.
They
You
said
want him to
Nas
keep
Reed is
that
his
up.
name. Nas Reed.
Nas Reed. I just said that. Nas
Okay,
Reed.
okay, okay.
Josh Hart is a rebounding guard. Mikal Bridges get rebounds. Anunoby, OG get rebounds. We don't really need Cat down there.
I love OG.
We
I
need a
love
big man.
OG.
Look, we need the big man who's the threat from 3 to make Joel Embiid gotta come out here and guard that nigga. So now down there, they don't got no more rim protectors in
Yeah,
Philly.
they don't got nobody for heart if you
They don't
pull
got no
Embiid
rim
from down there.
protectors.
Yeah.
Who gonna protect the rim that you don't got no rim protectors? Mikal Bridges' arms is long as I-95, bro. Like, yeah, so he's never been on a team this good either.
I'm gonna have people in here saying that he's soft.
Who?
And I can't argue that.
Who's soft?
Cat.
How he
They
soft?
here, they here saying that he's soft.
How?
They listen.
Prove it.
When
How
you
many soft niggas? How many
this
soft
is
niggas
my
you know
assessment
scored
on it.
60 in this league?
When you coming into the Garden, or if you playing in New York City, you're gonna have some attitude.
So that nigga from Jersey, nigga. That nigga
you need a little bit
Green
of
was playing
Xavier
soft.
McDaniel, a little bit of Charles Oakley attitude. You need that in that Garden. This is the critique that people were saying about him. Is he gonna come in there on his gorilla? He has to. If he do that, he'll fuck the East Coast up. He'll fuck the Eastern
I got a
Conference up.
question for you. I want you to name me one New York City area product who returned to Madison Square Garden and played soft. Name one.
I can't say nothing.
All right, so why we gonna think all of a sudden Cat gonna be the first one to do that? Cat gonna be the first one to do it? Nah,
Because it was
nah.
certain games for Minnesota last year. It
Yeah,
was certain games when one game he might go off, get you 32 or
I
some
seen
shit like
Kobe
that.
pass it up a whole bunch of times in the
The
chip.
the
Like,
next
bro,
game,
I watched Kobe let Ron go off in the chip.
man, Ron is Ron, man. Ron
Right.
is from the
And so
projects,
what I'm saying
man.
is everybody had those type of games. You can't say, oh, I seen Cat. For the most part, you watch Cat get busy in this league, son.
True. But I have a problem with a big man shooting fucking 3-pointers, man. I got the same gripe about
You keep making it
look.
yesterday, you're gonna miss
If
tomorrow.
if
Dirk
Joel
fucking me up.
Embiid, if Joel Embiid wasn't shooting no 3-pointers against in Jays against the Knicks in the playoffs, they would have beat the Knicks. You know why? Because they didn't have nobody. Hartenstein, they couldn't do
Well,
nothing with him in the paint. He
he ain't
was letting
he
he was letting the
averaged
Knicks
35.
off the hook by leaving out of the paint.
He
He want
averaged
to shoot
35.
jumpers from the foul line and 18, 15 footers and shit like that. You letting them off the hook when he could have broke the Knicks spirit. If you just sat in that paint and just dog Hardenstein till he fouled out, they didn't have no, like you
He
said, they didn't have
averaged
nobody else.
35.
Huh?
He averaged 35 on one leg.
He wasn't the one that was killing the Knicks.
Listen what I'm
It was
saying.
Maxey.
Listen, you just overlooking that. He averaged 35 on one leg. You say he should have been down there, boom, 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 with one leg. He couldn't do that.
Get your big ass down. You're 7'2".
His leg
You the
was messed
biggest
up.
motherfucker on the court.
His leg
You the
was messed
biggest
up.
motherfucker on the court.
So
Get
when
your
your
ass in
ankle,
the paint.
so when your ankle used to be messed up, and you still say I'm gonna play. You still used to be trying
Man,
to dunk it and all
there's
of that.
no
Keep it fuck.
man. If you can
No,
shoot a
keep it
jump
real.
shot,
No,
if you
answer
can
my
shoot a
question.
jump shot, if you can
Answer
shoot a
my
jump,
question, Gully.
if
When
you
you
can
used to
shoot a
be
jump
dunking,
shot, you can dunk
hold
the
up, answer
ball.
my question. When
Go
you
ahead.
used to be dunking, when you was young and you used to be dunking, right?
Right, yeah.
And then, but you get an ankle sprain, right? So, but you still gonna play. Like, yo, my
Yeah,
ankle hurt. I'm still gonna play. Did
yeah.
you say to yourself, I'm still gonna go dunk? Or did you, that's when you, all right, now I'm on point guard time here, take the
Hold
ball,
on. I
pass,
was
dunk.
only 6'1". I wasn't responsible for rebounding and blocking shots. Get your ass down there. Josh Hart is 6'4", and he's out rebounding you, fam.
Yo, the average nigga with
He's
that is gonna,
Josh Hart is out. Jason Hart, Josh Hart, what's his name? Hart.
because he had one leg. You acting like
He's
that's not,
out rebounding him.
he's
There's
injured.
no way a motherfucker 6'4" should be out
If you
rebounding a
heard it
7
is,
footer.
if you heard it is, if that's
You
the, what
can't
if
be
that's the
serious.
leg he jump off of? What if that's the leg he get all of his
Dude
bounce
was
off
out.
of? You
Not only
can't
was
say
he
that,
out
Gully. I'm not
rebounding him,
going for that.
he was
I'm a
out
Knicks fan.
offensive rebounding
I'm a
him.
Knicks. I was glad that nigga leg was hurt, bro. I don't wish injuries on nobody, but that shit is part of the game. I was glad his leg was hurt because I was saying if his leg wasn't hurt, them niggas down there have a problem right now.
No, they
They
not, because he
fouling
don't
out.
like being down there.
No, he
He
don't
likes
mind.
shooting
No. You can't
jumpers.
say that about JoJo.
He
JoJo
likes
don't
shooting
care.
jumpers. He do.
All of them niggas like
Look,
that. Everybody,
it ain't
once you
not.
get a
I
jumper,
play point guard. It ain't nothing I hate more than a big man that want to shoot a goddamn jumper.
I
Get your
understand that.
black
But who
ass
you
in the
know,
paint.
I think of everybody that developed the jumper over time, right? Everybody you think of, you can start saying, I stopped liking their game. So Michael Jordan stopped going to the rack. Kobe stopped going to the rack. Everybody do that. Blake Griffin, when he got
Them
a jump
niggas was
shot, he's
knocking
out
that.
to the
Them
rack
guys
like
that Jordan and Kobe was knocking that shit down. He
Joel
was
Embiid
not. They
don't be
was
knocking
knocking that
that.
shit down. They was
Joel
knocking
Embiid,
that shit down.
Joel Embiid put up 70 in this league. He don't be knocking it down. What you talking about, nigga?
He
Yo,
needed
listen,
that 70. He
Yo,
needed that
Joel
70 in the
Embiid was
play.
on 2 legs
Hold
last year. I don't
on.
think the Knicks win.
The Knicks went to Philadelphia, kicked their ass, and had the Philly fan. They said that it's the Philly arena sounded like the Garden. They was like, man, it's
How long
the
it
New
be taking
York.
you to get to New York when
They
you get
said,
to New York? How long it be taking you?
huh?
How long it be taking you to get to New York when you drive to New York?
Like 6 hours.
Oh, you way out. You way
I'm
out.
on the other side, yeah.
Oh, all right. Because I'm saying Philly,
From
that's
Philly, it's probably on like an
95,
hour or some
78
change
West,
and shit.
less than 2 hours, you heard?
Yeah,
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 that's the New York City area to us, you heard?
yeah.
Philly, that's the New York City area, son. That shit is an hour. You can get there before you get to Buffalo.
Hey,
You can get
yo,
there. You can get to Philly
hold
before
on.
you get to Albany.
And the soft nigga was crying. He was crying. He was on the news talking
I
about
seen him
some.
cry. I seen him cry a lot of times.
He was like,
Seen
"Yeah,
Joel
man,
cry a
the
lot. But
New
so
York
what?
fans,
That mean he passionate. That mean he
the New
passionate.
York
I like that.
fans was louder. The New York fans are cheering louder than our fans. We need
Yeah,
Philly to
nigga, he
come and
like that.
support us."
Hey yo, if they go back and check, I said, yo, I want Joel Embiid to come to New York, you heard, but he get injured too much. I said, if not him, call Anthony Towns, you heard. I think I
Yeah.
had heard Stephen A. Smith say it, and then I really thought about it, like, yo, that'd be perfect.
One of these dudes that's familiar with Minnesota owed dude some money this
Like
coming
20,
season.
12 million, he
20,
was supposed to get
20 million, right?
200.
Somebody on one of these platforms said that Cat Towns was coming. He said it back in the summer. It's
Stephen
a
A.
dude.
said that
I
too.
seen the video. It's a dude online that said it back in the summer that Cat Towns was coming to New York, and he fucking came.
He from here, son. That's more incentive to get busy, son.
I
Like
hope he
he
get
New
busy.
York, like it's interviews of him up saying he always wanted to be a Knick
Yeah.
from years ago.
This is what I feel is missing from the NBA rivalries. And I believe that the Knicks and Philly can give us that good rivalry shit that we
Boston,
need. Huh?
New York, Boston too.
I
New
liked it.
York back lit, son.
New York couldn't get past Indiana, but they went to war with Philly.
But we had got hurt up.
Tyrese,
We had got
Jalen and Tyrese made the playoffs interesting. They went to
they
war.
got hurt up. You said they couldn't get past Indiana. Niggas that got hurt up, bro. Niggas was hurt, bro. That's
I
the only.
believe it was the minutes that
I
they
don't even
played
think
against the
Indiana gonna be a
Knicks.
mix
I
like
mean,
that.
I believe they got broken up playing all them goddamn minutes against Philly. Like they kept going
Indiana's the
down to the
best.
wire.
At best, I think Indiana could be like a 7 seed, 6 seed this year. At best, I don't think. I don't think
I
they.
think if the Knicks was healthy, I think the Knicks would have took Indiana.
Right, me
Because
too.
the Knicks won the first two games or some shit like that, right?
That shit went 7. It went 7, right?
It went. I know it went far, but I know, yeah, I think it did go 7. But I'm almost positive the Knicks had them down 2-0 or some shit like that.
Then niggas started getting hurt.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I know now, Carl Anthony Towns, like, is no big man in the league who can score better than Carl Anthony Towns. That's the most important shit in basketball is scoring it. No big man in the league could score the ball better than Carl Anthony Towns. Not one of them. Either you as good or you're not as good.
I can't argue that right now.
That's
I
a
like
fact,
that
bro.
dude. I like that dude Sabonis for the Sacramento
I
Kings,
like him.
white boy.
He
Get
moving
busy.
around. He get it in. He took his pops game.
Yeah,
He his pops 2.0. He
took it
definitely
to
did.
yeah, took it to the next level and shit.
His pops was freaky though with it. And I'm saying pause. Like his
Yeah.
pops used to be doing that stuff.
The thing that I didn't like with the trade and was they gave up Dante.
Break up that Villanova, right?
They brought
Like
up the yeah,
that
they
you
broke up the
might go get him
Villanova
back.
thing.
You might could go get him back later on in the year or something.
That'd be a great thing if they could. I was fucked up today. He played some big minutes and
I
he
would have
hit a
rather they
big
had to
shot
go
in the
Deuce
playoffs.
McBride, like Deuce McBride or something like that. I would have rather Deuce have to go, but Deuce McBride coming off the bench is buckets.
Some people were saying that I seen this online that allegedly he was he wanted to he felt that he wasn't gonna be getting as many minutes now that Bridges came and shit. You know
Who
what I'm
done?
saying?
He wasn't.
Dante, yeah.
Wasn't.
That's
He wasn't gonna get that because Mikal Bridges is better than him. Mikal Bridges
okay. All right, yeah, he said that people were saying that he felt that he wasn't going to be getting the same amount of
Mikal Bridges
minutes.
is first of all, Mikal Bridges don't miss no games. He play every game every year. Every
Yeah,
year. He don't miss no games, right? He's a better wing defender than Son. The nigga arms is mad long, bro. He's a
Right.
better wing defender and he can score the ball better. So your minutes was gonna get shut down anyway.
I told you, and I told everybody on here that Randall was not coming back to the Knicks. Didn't I tell y'all that?
I'm saying I wouldn't have cared if he came back. I think that could have worked, but I'm more happier with Cat because
Yeah, he's a
Cat
better player.
Cat
Cat is a
don't
better
dribble
player.
the ball around, son. Julius Randle dribble the ball around.
That's why I knew his ass was gone because he dribbled the ball.
He need
He
like
gonna
4 or 5
fuck up.
dribbles.
He gonna fuck up the chemistry
Yeah, he
with
need
that
like 4 or 5
bullshit.
dribbles. Cat don't need no dribbles. That's the good thing about Cat. Cat pick and pop. Cat don't need no
Hey
dribbles.
yo,
1 or 2
I
dribbles. He
knew
need
that
to do.
nigga was gone, yo. I'm looking at his game. I'm like, this
I ain't
nigga
mad
wants
about
to
that. I
dribble the
like Julius
ball,
Randle. He's
shoot
nice.
threes. He was gonna come fuck that Villanova thing all up, yo.
I
I
don't know.
was glad he was hurt in the playoffs. I was
I
glad
don't
that
know how
nigga was
that's gonna
hurt.
work with him and Ant need 5 or 6 dribbles every possession. I don't know how that's gonna work with him and Ant.
I don't either. He gonna go out there and fuck that
Ant
chemistry up.
needs 5 or 6 dribbles, like Jalen Brunson, right? Jalen Brunson needs 6, 7 dribbles. If you count his
Yeah,
dribbles, he needs 6 or 7 dribbles.
yeah.
Get into what he get into. That's
But
a
you
lot.
need teammates to understand this is the best process
That's
for
how
him.
he give it up. So
Randall
Ant
was gonna
need
fuck
5 or
that
6
all
dribbles.
up.
Ant
Yeah.
need 5 or 6 dribbles. Julius Randle, I don't know how you gonna get your 5 or 6 dribbles, bro. I don't know how you gonna get that.
They
That might
got rid of
work.
his ass. I knew they was gonna get rid of his ass. They wasn't gonna let him come fuck Jalen shit up, man.
Nah, Jalen
Jalen should have been, in my opinion, who got MVP last year? Joker.
Joker, yeah.
Jalen should have got that MVP, bro.
I
Jalen should have got that MVP. Because
I
this is why I say this, right? This is
I
why I
think I'm
say
a
this.
little biased. I think Joker numbers is crazy, son. I don't like his
This,
game. His
but
game.
look, right?
You know what he remind me of? He reminds me like, like you see little kids playing and they got the big doofy 10-year-old.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how Joker reminds me
I
of.
call him Ostertag.
Yeah, he play he
when he,
like
hey,
big
yo,
doofy.
when he playing bad, he looked like a big dumbass Greg
Yeah, he look like
Ostertag.
the big doofy 10-year-old. Like he don't look like I don't like his game. There's no finesse. Like and he be doing ill shit, but it's still like
Yeah,
he's like the
yeah,
big goofy 10-year-old. Everybody else is 4'11. He 5'6". Know what I'm
right.
saying? He's wild. And I'm saying like he just looks stupid. They don't like
Check
I don't
this
think
out though,
nobody
right?
is scared of him.
He's on a great team for what it is that he do. That boy Michael Porter do a lot to help him, yo. Michael Porter
They
beat the
run
Lakers.
is over,
Porter
son.
beat the Lakers.
I
Porter
think they
beat the
run is
Lakers.
over.
Huh?
They say the Lakers trying to get Mitchell Robinson.
The one that played for the Knicks?
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about. That's my team. I don't know what to think about them niggas until they on the
Good
court, man.
defense. That's good defense. That's good defense.
I don't know what to think about them niggas today on the court, man. If it's one team, I can sit on here and give
I hope
assessments on
Bronny average
basketball all
11 to
night.
12 points this year. That's what I hope.
But I
That's what I
forgot.
want. I want Bronny to average 11 to 12 points this year.
I want him to be in the fucking D League where he belongs.
You a hater, son. That's
Straight
crazy.
up, straight up. I do
Yo,
not want that little nigga on our team, yo. I don't want that little nigga on our team, yo. For real. He got to show me something. He did get out of his slump in the D League, but don't get on the court for the Lakers, man, fucking our shit up. We already got problems. Acknowledge this. The Lakers ain't made the playoffs damn near the whole time that LeBron been out there. Every time that we got in the playoffs, it was because of that play-in shit. You feel me? It's almost like the NBA said, we can't have a functioning playoffs on television without LeBron James. You feel me? So we have to enable him. You know what I mean? They're not making a 500 winning percentage to make the fucking playoffs. So we gonna create some shit. This playing shit. We gonna create some shit so LeBron could get in the playoffs so people can watch him on TV.
they
You dig what I'm
created they
saying?
created they created the virus too, so LeBron could go to the bubble and win that chip.
I believe they did. I
You think
believe
so?
they did.
Yeah,
Hey
yeah.
yo,
They did that.
imagine watching the NBA playoffs without LeBron James and Steph Curry.
I don't care. I like basketball. It's nice niggas everywhere now. It's no team that's like don't got no nice niggas. Only team, even the niggas in Detroit, is nice niggas. They just trash the team. But they
If
got
it
nice
wa-
things
but
everywhere
we
now.
need somebody that's gonna get on there and give us some highlights for ESPN. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Jalen Brunson. You need some niggas that's gonna be a
Do you think
star.
Kyrie and Luka could make it back to the chip in the West? I don't.
I don't either.
But I
They're
think
not going to the chip.
I think
They're not.
Luka
They're not
is
going to the
a top
chip.
5 player in this league.
I
Let's
knew
be honest.
that. They probably Denver probably would no Minnesota probably would have went to the NBA Finals if that little nigga kept his mouth shut. Ant-Man. Ant-Man gets on TV after they beat
And say he
Denver
got right.
and say, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to this next series. I got Kyrie. That's my matchup." And Kyrie abused his young ass. And I knew it when he said it. I knew it. I knew it. I said he shouldn't have said that on TV. You don't say no shit like that to a guy like Kyrie.
I don't
He
think they can
listened to
get
he
back. I
listen,
don't
he
think they're
listened
going
to that
back to
shit
the West
like, did
Conference
this
Finals.
little nigga just say that I'm his matchup? I'm about to dog this little ass nigga. And he did it. He did it. He put 32, 34 up on every game. Like he was Kyrie did it to them. He did. He did. He did. If you look at the games, Luca will start out the gate killing shit. By the time the fourth quarter come, he runs out of gas. And that's when Kyrie slit your throat. And that's how they was able to win. That's how they was able to win. Great NBA playoffs last year. I'm looking forward to more of it. And it's
I don't think Dallas can get back to the conference finals.
nah, I feel that they
But they got
benefited
Klay
by,
Thompson now, though. They
by
got
some
Klay
chemistry.
Thompson now. I just remember they
Oh, that's right.
got more
That's
shooting.
right.
Added more shooting.
I wonder how he's
Yo,
gonna fit in
did
there.
you hear Tim Hardaway saying he felt disrespected by Jason Kidd by not playing his son in the finals?
I knew it was a problem the whole time.
But I'm
When,
saying
last year, when me and you got on here and talked about it, we was talking about a third score that Dallas needed, and
yeah,
I was like, the third score is Tim Hardaway Jr., but he ain't getting no minutes. And then the next day or day after, when they got eliminated, the next day,
he
the
came in
next
and they
couple of days when the NBA Finals is over, his father was like, "Yo, I'm glad that's over with. It's time for us to get a fresh start." Da, 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 da. I said, I knew his dad wasn't feeling that shit. I knew he wasn't feeling that. They didn't give him no minutes. He didn't even. I don't even think he played much in the
he
in the,
played
in the
some. He
final.
ain't do nothing though. The game that he did come in, he came in and stunk it up. He ain't do nothing but
They did him like they did Buddy Hield. If Buddy would have got more minutes in the Philadelphia versus Knicks series, it
Jason
probably would have
Bill
been
Belichick
different.
nigga for some reason. He Bill Belichick that nigga.
Yeah, yeah. He put his ass on the bench and left him there and shit.
Tim Hardaway said he felt disrespected by that. He said, "Yo, we both Hall of Famers. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we in this fraternity together. You just bench him and don't give him no excuse."
Point guards at that. Elite Hall of Fame point guards. Yeah. I knew that his dad wasn't gonna like that shit.
Somebody
Who
in
did
the
he go to? He got
like,
traded. Who did he go to?
who?
Tim Hardaway Jr. He on the East Coast now.
It don't matter. Yeah,
Womp womp
yeah.
womp.
He ain't a difference maker.
Right.
He's not a difference maker. He don't make a difference.
Lastly, what I have on here, I don't know.
Paul Anthony Towns.
Long as he getting buckets, man, he could
He gonna
contribute. He
get him.
could contribute.
He gonna get him.
He definitely a 20-point scorer. So that's y'all got a 20-point
Jalen
scorer on the
Brunson is
Knicks now.
perfect for the pick and pop. Cause he
So
draw the double team every time. He get by his man every single time. He always make the right move. That's what I like about that nigga.
they
He's
said
not
dude went to
athletic at
Detroit.
all. He just always make the right move, get by his man, make the defense collapse. Now you got Cat to kick it to.
Man, when they run that pick and roll, you talk about pick and pop. That
I like
nigga need to
think
dunk
Cat
the
gonna have
ball.
70 dunks.
That
Cat
nigga need to
gonna have
dunk.
70 dunks or
He
better.
needs 70 dunks.
He gonna have 70.
If he gets 70 dunks, we in business. Lastly, what I have lastly, I don't know how much you follow Major League Baseball, but I'm pretty sure if you did as much as time in the
Every
state,
every
you
sport.
watched every sport. Yeah, that's one thing about incarceration. You're gonna watch every sport. We watch tennis, we watch golf,
Golf.
watch basketball, yeah, all of that.
I
So
watched Tiger win his last major.
all of that.
I
I remember when Serena was going toe to toe with Hingis and all of that. We watched all that shit.
everything.
So Pete Rose passed away at 83 years old, and I feel that they mistreated him. They caught him in a scandal. He admitted to it. They gave him a
Put him in the
lifetime
Hall of
ban.
Fame 30 years ago.
He was a Hall of Famer 30 years ago. And this is what pisses me off about it, right? He's deceased now. Watch they put this nigga in the Hall of Fame now that he dead. Watch. 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 Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you.
Retired the all-time hits leader and all of that, right?
Yeah, he passed Ty Cobb in the late 80s and shit. In the 80s. But I feel that they're gonna ultimately put him in the Hall of Fame
Posthumously or whatever.
posthumously. Yeah, yeah. I think that's some sucker shit. So yeah, that's what I had in regards to this week in sports.
Oh, who you think
And
World Series?
the way that I follow Major League Baseball, I'll grab me a team when the playoffs get underway and shit. I'm gonna check me somebody out and say this is my squad right here and shit. I always did like that.
In the comments, one time before you hang up, yo, in the comments, who y'all like for the World Series?
Who y'all like for the World Series, man? Everybody saying the Mets. The Mets getting busy like that?
I don't want to say nothing. This is my favorite. Yo, this is
Because you from Queens.
my favorite team in the world, bro. Hey, yo, my man is on the Yankees, though. The kid Jazz Chisholm, that's my
Yeah.
man. You heard?
Okay.
He home team. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's my people's like.
I'm getting a lot of Mets. I'm getting a lot of Mets. I'm getting some Phillies. I'm getting a lot of Mets and Phillies, it look like.
Yo, the Knicks and the Mets, those are my favorite teams. You know, the Mets is down a block from me, B. I love them niggas. I'm saying to the Knicks, like,
People was trying to tell me that I can't like the Knicks because I'm a Laker fan. Everybody know that. Man, some of the best basketball in the NBA was them wars between the Knicks and the Bulls. When John Stark, man, I was watching the game
Knicks,
when John Stark,
Miami,
when
all of that.
Starks dunked on Jordan, I was watching the game. I was watching the game. I jumped out my couch and got to screaming. I was looking for somebody to. Did you see that? With nobody in the house with me and shit.
John Starks did.
I got to calling motherfuckers on the phone and shit like, yo, did you see that shit? So some of the best when Starks headbutted Reggie Miller, like all of that. That was just man, man, I can't say enough about that era, man. Like, and while this is going on, the Charlotte Hornets was good and shit.
Patrick
With
Ewing is
Lonzo and Larry Johnson in them.
Patrick Ewing is the most underrated center of all times.
I think people don't big him up like they should, but from what I seen, my childhood watching him from Georgetown and all them years for the Knicks, he was the foundation, man. I hear a lot of shit about him from online. They said that he was kind of like a crybaby.
That finger roll gave him a bad rap.
Should have dunked
I
that
don't like
shit.
the nigga because of that finger roll, but
Should have dunked that shit.
like, he's a
Should have dunked.
top 10 center all time.
All facts. All facts. I was watching a clip the other day of him and
In
Lonzo Mourning
Georgetown,
going at
that
it.
championship,
Huh?
you watched that documentary when he was in Georgetown for that championship?
Yeah.
And
Hell
what's the
yeah.
nigga told him, yo, just go get everything. The
Yeah,
first
John
ball,
Thompson.
niggas
Yeah.
put he go
Said
go
I don't give a fuck. I don't
big.
give a fuck if
I
it's
don't care what they
goaltending.
call.
I don't give a fuck if it's goaltending. Put that
I
shit
don't
in the
care what
third
they call.
row.
That big nigga was good. That nigga was up there. That big Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yo, that big Jamaican nigga when they got like the first 4 of those. Let me get that
Yeah. Yeah.
off the
Said I
rim.
don't give a
I don't
fuck if
care
it's
what they.
goaltending. You
Yeah, I
knock
don't
that shit into the
scared to,
stands.
nigga was scared to death after that. That was a great strategy. That was all the more
Yeah.
they need to put that in the book.
Intimidation.
They
Like
need
I
to put
said,
that in the
man,
book.
he a Hoya. I'm always gonna love the Hoyas. He's the out of all of the I was mad that he didn't do good as a coach at Georgetown. I wanted him to go ahead and take that and run with it and shit. But Patrick Ewing is just when you get to talking about the NBA and shit, man, you got to talk about the big man that played in the garden and shit. They
Patrick
had this poster
Ewing
back in the day.
memorable thus far.
They got this poster that used to be in a sneaker store back in the day, and it was Patrick Ewing. You know, New York got all them skyscrapers and shit, man. It was Patrick Ewing leaning up against the skyscraper and shit with the ball under his arm
I
and
remember
shit.
that. That was
And
fire. That was fire.
I love him.
So
I
listen,
love him.
Clyde Frazier and them, they won 2 chips with the Knicks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Patrick Ewing Knicks is the most memorable group
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
crazy, right? He ain't get no ring,
Absolutely.
none of that. His
Absolutely.
era with the Knicks, his decade with the Knicks,
Over Willis Reed.
over Willis Reed and Clyde Frazier and them, over
All
them niggas.
facts.
Them
All
niggas got
facts.
chips, bro.
All facts.
They won championships over
They
there. Bro.
they just
Patrick Ewing,
it was
Knicks,
war. When them niggas
Oakley,
got on the court,
AC,
it was
all them
war,
niggas,
yo. It was war.
stars.
It was
Like
war. They
niggas,
had that garden jumping, man. All them superstars, Spike Lee, Gloria Vanderbilt, all these famous motherfuckers courtside, man. It was
somebody
just
said Bernard King is the greatest Knick.
Bernard
It's the
King.
difference
I
between best
can't
and
I
great.
can't I can't argue with that. I
I can
can't.
argue that.
I can't argue with that
He's not
because of
great
what
as
he
Pat
was a
Ewing.
scoring machine,
He
but he
wasn't
didn't win
Pat
shit.
Ewing for the Knicks, bro.
And he excuse me.
The average person right now can't
He
even.
definitely wasn't a bigger deal to me than Patrick Ewing.
If they flash a picture of Bernard King without the name, most people ain't even gonna know who it is.
You got to
Let's
be
do
of a
that.
certain
So
age.
how
You
was the
got to be
nigga?
a certain.
How are you the greatest Knick? If people could flash your picture, you with a Knicks hat on
I
right
got to
now,
give it. I got to give it to Patrick. I
gotta
don't
give
care what he won.
Pat
I
Ewing
got to
never
give it to
ring no
Patrick.
bells for the Knicks, bro.
Got to give it to Patrick.
That's a
For
fact.
real. For real.
He put the most work in, bro. And he ain't
Yeah.
win no chips. But he was putting the most in the 90s, he was going against Jordan and them niggas. That's why he ain't got no chips. But he
Larry
had
Bird
Larry
was
Bird,
there. He was in the Eastern
Jordan, and them niggas.
Conference.
Then when Jordan retired, he get out. So it was basically, I ain't coming out because of this Michael Jordan, nigga. Then when I
Yeah.
finally come out, he had to go against the big African nigga. You know what I'm saying?
All
It was
facts.
rough. It was rough.
All facts.
Yeah.
So that's 50 minutes, man. 50 great minutes, man. I love chatting with you about hip hop, sports, and fashion. We do this on a regular, man. We're gonna try to hit y'all with once or twice a month, man. Inshallah. And Zip, go ahead and get him your information. Tell him where to find you at. Oh, PILLMATIC 3 on the way, man. I need you on this album,
I'm around.
my man. Go
I'm
ahead,
around.
tell them where they can find you at, man. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Punch your Zip with the Drip, I'm gonna pop up. You heard? That's all. Just punch your Zip with the Drip. And I'm saying I got a channel Zip with the Drip and Pig Cat. I don't know where the cat at. I got a cat that don't identify as a cat. Pig Cat.
I hope the Knicks don't got a cat that don't identify as a cat.
I need that nigga to identify as a dog too. Let's do that. I need cat to
Yeah,
identify as a
I
pit
need
bull.
pit bull. I need pit
Matter of
bull.
fact, I'm glad you said that because now that's my everybody know that's how I bring it. That's my intro. Now I'm saying
Yeah.
the opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. Now I'm about to get a highlight reel of Carl Anthony Towns dunking the ball all crazy. I'm about to watch. That's going to be a fire video. Thank you. I appreciate you even bringing that up just now. You heard?
I'll be looking forward to it, man. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at
Yeah.
IamGullyTV_. Make sure y'all follow Zip with the Drip online, man. We around here, man. Peace. Y'all have a
Peace,
wonderful
y'all.
evening. Yeah.